Alright, hello. This is recorded like 15 minutes after the last video, which was my reactions to the UFC Baku card with Hill and Roundtree. Also, I talk about a little bit about John Jones' retirement. I will make a completely dedicated video to that subject. I have a lot of things to say about it, but this is a different day. This is 317 predictions and picks. And I just want to say before we get into anything, I don't support gambling. YouTube never will, never have. Just to get that out of the way. I have to say that because YouTube gave me a warning, so fuck them. UFC 317, Topuria versus Olivera. Great fight. I think it's a lot closer than people are making it out to be. People are expecting Charles' chin to get blown up within round one. They clearly don't know. Charles hasn't been chinned or knocked down in like 2 years, in my opinion. He got chinned by Michael Chandler in that last fight, but that was like after like 18 back of the head shots. The fuck? I think it's a lot closer than people make it out to be. I do think Topuria will win it, but it's close. And just before anyone gets on my shit, there's this one guy keep asking me. I'm just gonna little bit of evidence I'm gonna show right now. I'm going to show each and every one of their channels. I do not steal picks. No picks video. No picks video. Fluke is lazy. No picks video. Never accuse me of such things ever again. Alright, moving on. Just had to get that cleared up. Getting started with the first pick of the night. We're going from earliest fight to main fight. Well, a lot of these fights are not on the goddamn UFC website, so I will have to improvise. Bear with me. Alright, I had to go on Topology for this one. We're starting off with Jacoby Smith versus Nico Price. I don't know when this fight got announced. All I know it's here. It might get cancelled. I'm doing this early. I'll do a repick if it does. Jacoby Smith, I'm going with him. Probably knockout round one. Nico Price is pretty alright, but Jacoby Smith is probably the next big thing in welterweight right now. I predict knockout or submission round one. And moving on, Jahanton Deniz versus Alvin Hines. Jahanton Deniz is very average, and I've looked at the footage. I've seen everything I need to see. I'm going to pick Jahanton Deniz. I don't think Alvin Hines is pretty good. I think he's alright. And I think Deniz will probably knock him out round one. That's my predictions. Or take him to a very boring decision. So yeah, I'm going to go Jahanton Deniz, rounds 1 KO. Moving on. They let a convicted criminal back into the UFC. You'll love to see it. They made an exception for Jones. They made an exception for Dumas as well. I have no idea if this is real or not. I have no idea. But if it is, that's amazing. That's fucking fantastic. Jackson McVeigh. I've actually looked through the footage. He's actually alright and he's still young. Do I think he wins this fight? I think he does. He had a fight last week, I believe, and he looked very good in that fight. I think he'll actually bring the fight to Dumas. I think with like Dumas in his personal life, I think he's too much going on to even like concentrate on training right now. I'm gonna go Jackson McVeigh, KO or submission, rounds 1 or 2. I see that happening. Alright, moving on. Terrence McKinney versus Fedeshev Borshev. Forgive me if I fucking butchered that. I'm gonna go Terrence McKinney, probably KO or submission rounds 1. Probably more likely a submission. If you don't know who Borshev is, he is the man who took Nazim Sadikov to a draw. And I think that's his best performance, I believe. I don't know. Aged pretty well. Sadikov is on a tear right now. But I think McKinney gets this done. I think McKinney probably submits him rounds 1 or 2. He's the younger man, tall, like shorter. That means grappling's going to be easy. He has the longer reach. I just feel like he gets this one done. Moving on. Tracy Cortez versus Viviane Aru. I don't know. I'm going to go Tracy Cortez, probably decision. More likely, or very late stoppage. More than likely, actually, a late stoppage. Viviane is ancient, especially in the lighter women's divisions. Borderline 39 years old. come on. Tracy Cortez probably by stoppage. Moving on. Hyder Emil versus Jose Delgado. This is a great fight. Who am I going to go with? I'm going to go with the younger man. I'm going to go with Jose Delgado. I just feel like Hyder Emil's good, but he hasn't fought like high level competition, and he's very old. I'm going to have to go with Jose. I just feel like he's improving every fight. Alright, I think that's it for the picks that are not on the website. I believe so. Alright, back to the fucking UFC website, the broken shit. This is by far the easiest website I've had to use so far. But back to the UFC website because it just looks better. Alright, fucking clean editing. Jack Hermansson versus Gregory Rodriguez. This is a weird fight. I don't know how to really think about this fight. Again, UFC already within 2 seconds of me using this website, it always bugs out. I'm gonna have to go Gregory Rodriguez. I just feel like he probably finishes Hermansson round 1, I think. I'm gonna have to go Gregory Rodriguez knockout round 1 or 2. I feel like with his last fight, he only lost that fight because it was a 5-round fight. With this, he can really just let loose and like gas himself out for the 3rd round, and I don't think Hermansson survives all that. I'm gonna have to go Gregory Rodriguez rounds 1 or 2 KO. But moving on, great fight. Felipe Lima versus Peyton Talbot. This is on the main card, and that kind of is pretty shocking to me. Felipe Lima, I think, is moving down a weight. I think he's coming from featherweight, I believe. Great move because he is short for featherweight, so he'll be more at home in bantamweight. Do I think Peyton Talbot wins this fight? Going off his last performance, I'm going to have to say I trust Lima more. Especially coming down from a lighter weight, he's more experienced with heavier guys and taller guys. Peyton Talbot isn't going to be nothing new for Felipe Lima. I'm going to have to go Felipe Lima, rounds 2 or 3, submission or knockout. I just see the ground game being too strong for Peyton Talbot. But moving on. Who knows, it could be the comeback of Peyton Talbot, I don't know. He is pretty good. But moving on. Beneil Dariush versus Money Moicano. Moicano's hype has died a little bit because of the Makhachev loss. But I mean, like, it was a day notice against fucking Islam Makhachev. He got, like, do I think he beats Beneil Dariush? I do. I'm going to have to go Moicano rounds 2 or 3, KO or submission. I just think Moicano matches him in the grappling, but just outworks him. And I think Dariush is very chinny. So I think he's going to hurt him earlier on. I think Moicano will probably piece him up on the feet and take him down and hurt him on the ground. And maybe get a sub, I don't know. But moving on. Brandon Royval versus Joshua Van. Brandon Royval, I'm going to be completely honest, guys. It's not looking good for Van. But I am going to trust my gut. I have a feeling. If I had to use my head, I'd go with Royval. But my heart is telling me Joshua Van is going to win this fight by probably late knockout. I think Royval probably outpoints him. But I think Van could probably fluke this. I genuinely think he could fluke this. I'm going to go with Van knockout rounds 2 or 3. I genuinely think he can fluke this. Royval is coming off like a really bad like concussion. So I think Van can fluke this. Let's pray, guys. Alright, first title fight of the evening. Or in my case, midnight. Alexandre Pantoja versus Kai Kara-France. Great matchup, I guess. I don't know why Kai Kara-France is getting this shot. He knocked out Steve Erceg. I don't know. Do I think he wins? I actually have an interesting opinion on this fight. I think Kai Kara-France, if it doesn't go to the ground, I think Kara-France has a good style to beat Pantoja. I think Pantoja is getting up there in age. I think Kai will probably chin him late, rounds 4 or 5. I can see it happening. Or I'd actually go 3 or 4. I'm going to go Kai Kara-France win by knockout rounds 3 or 4. If he just doesn't get subbed, I think he defends the submissions pretty well. I can see Kara-France getting a knockout win. I'm not even joking. Like, I know people are like saying easy defense for Pantoja. Kai may have not deserved this shot, but he does have the style, I think, to beat Pantoja, so I think that's why they matched him up. And these guys have fought already, so they have experience with each other. But moving on. The main event of the evening. I have no idea what the odds are right now for both of these gentlemen. I think Topuria will probably be the favourite, which makes sense. People are saying round 1 knockout for Topuria. I don't think so. I think it will be rounds 3 or 4 knockout. I think Olivera will look good. I genuinely think that. But I think Topuria at some point will find the chin, and I think Olivera will get rocked. Do I think he'll be out cold KO? Yeah, probably. But I think Olivera takes a few punches. It'll be akin to the Max knockout, I think, where Topuria just gets his distance, adjusts, then round 3 just hits him with a big straight. Olivera stumbles back, probably tries pull guard or something to try lock in a submission, and Topuria ground and pound. I can genuinely see that being like the way the fight ends. Is he from Germany? What the fuck? I'm only noticing that now. What the fuck? Is he living in Germany right now? What the... If this is fucking wrong, I don't know if he actually is living in Germany right now, but what the fuck? Give it up for the UFC website, guys. Fucking fantastic. He represents Germany now. I'm lost for words now. This every single predictions video, this website finds a way to fuck something up. It's every video I've done, like, regarding this website. Every fucking video, this website always fucks something up. Always is something just fucking up. But I'm just going to go back to my reasoning for why I think this fight goes longer than round 1. I think the reach difference is going to bamboozle Topuria a little bit. I think Olivera is really going to lean into the longer reach, probably tilt his head back, put his chin in the air a little bit. Ilya will probably have to jump in the air to probably land at like a big hook, which is his like main strength. I do not think Olivera will go near Ilya's arms or shoulders. He will not bend his head down. I can see Olivera throwing a lot of kicks to try keep Topuria at range, and then whenever Topuria gets close, try lock in like a clinch situation and try get a trip or something. I can see that happening. But I can see Topuria just keeping him at range, front kicks, side kicks, long jabs. Then rounds 3 or 4, Topuria kind of just neglects all that, rushes in, gets a KO. That's just my opinion, though. I would love to see Charles Oliveira win this. If he does, I will literally start celebrating. I know Ilya Topuria is Merab Dvalishvili's friend and all, but I would honestly, who I want to win, it's Charles. I want Charles to win. He knocked out Max, and I was a big Max fan, so if Ilya gets slept, I think all peace will be left in the world. But I'm just going with my head. I'm going to go with Ilya Topuria. Probably knockout rounds 3 or 4. Alright. Let me know, guys, what you think of my predictions in the comments below. If you think I'm full of shit, if you think I've stolen picks, even though I've provided evidence, I haven't. Please let me know in the description, or in the comments below. I'm already fucking up. Let me know if any of these fights are shit, any of them are decent. I think it's a solid card, but for International Fight League, it's probably like a B+ card instead of an A+, which is what normally International Fight Week should be. I think this is just a B+ card. Some sleepers, some shitters. I don't know if I just invented a word there, but hopefully I haven't. That's about it. See ya. Oh yeah, and probably back to daily uploads. My schedule will be probably uploads daily, Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday. Take it off. Alright. That's been about it. See yas.
Oh, no.